So we had a sales training. It was ending as you guys were starting, and then so it was just confusion on the time, and everyone's on the wrong Zoom. So I apologize, but we're here now. It's all good. So Lunice, you want to kick us off?
Yes. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. But first off, I want to thank you, Dewan, for your time today. Dewan is my business coach, guys, and he's my millionaire mentor. He also is a co-founder of GFI and happens to be one of the top trainers in all of the company. Him and his wife has run a multi-million-dollar agency with over 500 agents, and I'm one of them that he's helping. He is one of the top 7-figure annual earners in our company, and his organization was actually crowned MVP overall best last year. With that said, I trust him. He's been very supportive to me. Garfield, I've been in the business for a very long time. So I'm really, truly honored to have his help. And so take it away, Coach. Thank you guys for being here.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Lunice. And you've been nothing but a breath of fresh air since you came to our organization from Primerica. And we're so happy to have you. And we're going to do some big things together. So we're looking forward to it. And I said, okay, I'm going to train you from the beginning, but I want you to put me in front of your favorite couples, the best couples, people that, are in a sense of legit, they're serious, they're important to you. So she thought about you guys. So I'm happy we got a chance to connect, old clients and etc. So based on our video, I know you guys got a chance to see some good things. Garfield, you want to kick us off? What'd you see? What'd you get excited about? Miss Jacqueline?
As a matter of fact, I just left my notes in the other room. I'm going to grab it real quick.
Okay, no problem.
Just a split second.
It's okay, no worries. It's all good. I love people that take notes. I love it. That means you're excited. I want to help you guys with some stuff. But in the meantime, Miss Jacqueline, what's important to you? Is Daniela there too, or no?
Yeah, she's here.
Is Daniela shy, or she wants to say hi, or no hi?
She's shy.
Okay, all right.
But I listened to the video. The video wasn't bad. What really got me interested in the video is the insurance part, in the sense of how if anything happened to you, if you're ill or any terminal illness or whatever it is, someone can be able to take care of you or attend to you.
That's right.
The savings part is pretty good, but I'm still kind of lost on that part. How does the whole thing actually work? Because so yeah.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure how that part worked with insurance. Garfield said it was insurance, and then I was hearing about investing or helping others and just different areas like that. I'm like, okay, I like helping others, but
is it insurance? Is it insurance? Is it savings? Is it helping others? What is it?
Right. I'm hearing all different snippets of everything. I'm like, okay, and then I'm thought about my daughter, being at her age, a young age, would be good for her for investment and
absolutely,
all that stuff. So I'm not sure where that play in everything that you got guys going on.
Okay.
And how does it start? How much it start with? And how that part is very important.
Yep. All right. I love it. Well, let's get straight into it. It's 6. I'm in California, by the way. Where are you guys located?
Seattle.
Washington
right
State.
now it is.
Oh, so we're all Pacific then. Okay.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
We're on Pacific time.
It's
6:32. Yeah.
It's 6:32. I don't want to go past 7, meaning it won't take that long. I promise. Okay. However, because we will have a part 2, potentially a part 3, meaning today I kind of want to get an overview. I want to get to know you. I don't want to talk about what's important to my company. I want to earn your trust. Because I respect you guys and I can tell you're serious about this. You really did some homework. And I don't want to really talk about what's the agenda of the company, what's the agenda of the industry. I want to customize my presentation based on what's important to you guys. So thank you for providing me that information. If you don't mind, what I will do though, is take a little bit more info and I'll show you what I'm doing on my end. Okay. So you can see as well. So just so you're not blind to it. I do a client intake form and it's just kind of where you guys are, right? What do you work for now? How long you been doing there? Do you have insurance? Are you contributing to it? You know what I mean? So I'm showing you my screen here so you can see it. I'm gonna take notes on my end as you guys do that, and we'll just go from there, okay? Is that okay with you? And this is perfect for dinner time because all I'm doing is asking questions. So this is perfect. This is super perfect. And if Danielle is walking backwards like that, that lady has dance moves, the moonwalk like Michael Jackson. Because I saw mom coming and Danielle was going backwards. I'm like, that's awesome. So anyway, as we get started, let me just kind of fly through a few Q&A and that way you guys have eat some dinner real quick. And by the time you're done, we can kind of be locked in. So let's do it. So first and foremost, I have Garfield, Jacqueline, and Daniela as a daughter, which is awesome. So let me ask you, you guys in Seattle. Garfield, what do you currently do for work? If you don't mind, Garfield, maybe speak for everybody while wife and daughter enjoy
Yes.
dinner. Enjoy
Yes.
dinner. And then Miss Jacqueline, jump in whenever you want, by the way. I'm not shutting nobody up, that's for sure. Jump in whenever you want. I just kind of want to respect your dinner time. So maybe Garfield kind of chime in a little bit.
Yes. I am retired, so I just lounge around and live life.
Amen. Retire from what?
Military as well as the state.
Congrats. Major congrats. Where from the state?
Thanks. I used to work at Department of Social Health Services.
Man, government shutdown. Would that have affected you?
Uh, no, because I retired in 2021 from them.
No, I'm saying if you were working now, would it
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes,
big time, right?
absolutely.
You have some friends that's
Yes.
still there, it's kind of affected maybe?
Yes, yes. I know people who are still in the military and they're and my USAA sends out information that they're still trying to assist and help people as they
Yeah.
work their way through this government shutdown.
It's so unfortunate. Like, let me put my life on the line for the country, literally potentially die just to come
Yeah.
home. I have a buddy named Paul in the army as a recruiter. He just got
Mhm.
I'm like, what? It's just
Yes.
I keep
Yes,
saying, for my
it's
degrees in history, they say you're not supposed to talk politics and religion with friends. And when people say that, I'm
it's
like, that's such an old saying. I'm like, if I can't
yes.
talk politics with you, meaning we can't agree to disagree, we probably shouldn't be friends to begin with.
Exactly.
Like I want to
Exactly.
hear your side. That helps me grow, and I want you to hear my side. You know what I mean? So my point
Mhm.
is, I'll go there in politics at any point, just so you know.
Yeah.
But we
I
don't
call
have
it
to. It sounds like we're on the same page.
I call it adult communicating. And if you can't adult and communicate, you don't need to be around
You
people
don't
of
need
the
to
same
be.
mindset.
You don't need to be an adult, and you don't need to communicate, right?
There you go. And you're definitely not a like-minded person,
Man,
but we can agree to disagree.
I hear you. So how long were you at both?
I did 7 years with the state and 23 years in the military.
What a good man. Amen, amen. And what about Miss Jacqueline? For work, do you work now, or you used to?
Yeah, I'm working. I'm a care provider.
Care provider, is that in-home living? Is that a nurse? Is that an LVN, CNA, RN? Neither.
Not a nurse. I'm a
Okay.
CNA, and
CNA.
I take care of the elderly and disabled, and
I got you. CNAs, I love CNAs. My buddy Emmanuel's a CNA who I brought into business at one point, and now he's doing some good stuff, which is pretty cool. My sister's a registered nurse, so I'm very familiar with the nursing identity. Okay, cool. And how long have you been doing that?
well, I did it for a long time, and I took a 10-year break, and I just started back again. So,
Okay. What made you go
so
back
it's
to work?
long enough.
What made you go back to work?
Bored at the house.
I'm gonna say Garfield at home all day doing nothing. Like I'm getting out, I'm going back to work. Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
he's enjoying life. He is enjoying life. I was bored at the house, so yeah, I
All
had to
right,
get
good.
back right
All right,
there.
I'm
Yeah.
like, my man is at home, retired, and wife said, "All right, this man and his sports and all his dinners driving me nuts. I'm going back to work." I'm just kidding, Garfield. My wife, and when I'm at home too long, my wife pick on me too. She's like, "Don't you got something to do?" I'm like, "All right, let me go build something outside."
Yep.
Hey, Daniela, nice to see you here. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Awesome, good to hear. By the way, Daniela, do you want me to incorporate you in this as far as Q&A, or you kind of want to hear the whole thing on their perspective and you could kind of...
I'll just listen in.
Okay, cool. No problem. Okay, cool. So I know with the military, I'm sure you had a TSP or have a TSP, and then with the state, I'm sure you had what, Guard for the 457?
Had a TSP.
Yep, you had the T.
I forfeited that a while back when I didn't know much about the whole system, and I said, you know what? Why is my money sitting here and nothing is happening to it? And I took it out and canceled it.
You can't, so
Which
you don't
was
have a 457?
Yeah, nah. And I have a Roth IRA that I got from the state.
Yep.
And that is transitioned over right now
Perfect.
through Primerica, I think. Yeah.
Yep, they do IRAs.
And it's still there.
That's awesome.
Right.
Are you contributing to it now as we speak?
Yeah. Yes, I am.
Yes, you are. Give or take a number. What is it, like a monthly?
Yeah,
contribution?
monthly.
What are you contributing?
Currently I'm contributing 142.
Okay.
It's like for 141 and change, but I
Okay.
just round figured up to 142.
Okay, good. Thank you for telling me that. And Miss Jacqueline, what about you? Do you have a retirement plan or the old one? Or I know you took a 10-year break. You have one?
Not really. The job offers one, but I think there's a catch to it because you have to stay with them, and so you can't do anything until you actually retire from them. So if it happened that, and I'm not sure what age you have to be to retire from them, Um, but I didn't really look into it too much.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I have a retirement plan like that. No.
Okay. Okay. Good to hear. Do you guys have anything outside of work? Something private, real estate, IRA? I mean, I know you have an IRA Primerica, but any other type of investment? Some people do Bitcoin, some people do stock. But do you guys have anything else?
I
No.
don't.
Okay.
No.
Let me put that here. Have you I mean, obviously we're here, right? So have you considered any other investments or options when it comes to retirement?
Not for me.
Thought about it, but just didn't know where to go.
Okay. I'm happy we're here then. I'm happy we're
It
here.
is,
Well,
yeah.
well,
Mm.
on that note, if I were able to show you guys different ways to diversify and really improve your retirement portfolio, obviously that's something you guys would be interested in, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Good to hear. And of course, it's safe to assume your family is most important. That's why we're having a family call. Obviously, family is so important. Do you guys have life insurance to protect your family?
Yes.
Yeah, I got life insurance.
All three?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Was that through Primerica too, Garfield?
No, this one was through Global Life
Yeah.
Accordion.
Cordy, yeah, I know them. They're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that you or
Uh,
everyone has it through them?
all three.
They have cash value. You have an IUL over there.
I was trying to pull up the information just now so I would have it online,
Don't worry.
but it said my password was incorrect, and it keeps saying, "Oh, we send you a code to your email," and nothing comes through. So somehow I have to
Okay.
follow up on that tomorrow. And
I'll give you a heads up now. When we do part two, we'll do next Monday or Tuesday evening anyway, so that's plenty of time to figure out the password if that works for you guys.
Mhm.
Is that cool for
Yeah,
you?
I have to get with Jacqueline and then see what their timelines are.
Yep. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So you guys have policies over there. Do you know if it's cash value or do you know if it's term?
I want to say it's cash value.
Okay, it's called an
'Cause
IUL. They sell
Mhm.
IULs over there. Is it an IUL?
Yeah.
I'm sure it is. Okay, yeah, I got an idea. Okay, no problem. And that's all three of you. All right, good. Are there kids involved or grandkids? Like, were Daniela, are there
No,
kids
no,
involved
that's
or
it. Us three.
No,
you three?
just us
Okay.
three.
All right, cool. And last question I will ask, I don't know what Daniela does for a living, but I would love to know. But Miss Jack, are you guys so everyone's in a different place. It looks like Miss Daniela and I are probably about the same age. Garfield's retired. Miss Jacqueline went back to work, kind of do some stuff. So I guess what I want to ask is, have you guys ever thought about owning your own family business? Is it something you guys want to do to generate income? Where are you guys at in that realm of conversation?
If something comes up where it can work without I'm in control of my own time, I
Yeah.
have no issues with doing that
Yep.
because I've been on the grind for a while, and I'm like, okay, retire. When you retire, it's supposed to be complete retirement, not partial retirement. You know, if not, it's not called retirement. It's called partial work.
I know what you mean.
So if something comes up where it generates an income that won't tie me up in the industry, like when I say tie me up in my 9 to 5 every day,
I know what you mean.
then I'll be interested in looking into it and see what it has,
Okay.
where it and how it goes and the type of work it is.
Well, if you guys don't mind, let me veer off for because you guys are a family unit, and I'm like, I gotta talk to you guys about the opportunity. Like, I wasn't even gonna go here, but I will. Let me veer off track for 5 minutes. So, let me tell you what's going on in America. How money is working. The current way of doing things is not working. The average, it says right here, $182,000 is sitting in the average retirement account. And nowadays, that's no longer, that's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money. Okay. So here's how I look at it. Give me 1 second, actually. I'm trying to say it respectfully. For one, it's the average retirement balance, okay? Meaning it's not a lot there. Growing up, they said a pension, you need $1 million in your pension. People are getting divorced because of there's no money. Like the government, again, they don't even know how to budget. They don't know how to do checks and balances, because if they did, it wouldn't be what? We wouldn't have a shutdown, right? So that 63% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. It's just simply not working. However, when it comes to the industry, the financial services industry, right? It's the highest paying industry in the world. It has the largest upside. It has the largest upside potential for making big money. $109 trillion is there, okay? So when I got started in this business, I almost went into real estate, and then I seen this slide. I'm like, whoa, I have way more potential to make money in the financial services industry. Because you would have to combine real estate and retail together to do what?
Hmm.
To put them into one box. So I'm
Yeah.
saying that to say this right here. Why did I really pick this industry? Last month was September, Life Insurance Awareness Month. And as you can see here on my screen, this is a picture of myself. I'm in the white shirt with my brother and my father. My
Okay.
father, uh, 30 years ago now, October 1995, was murdered in a drive-by shooting.
Sorry.
And thank you. And because of that, my mother was 26 at the time, and I'm the middle child. There's three of us, well, five total, with both families blended. And guess what she had to do because my dad died with no insurance, no retirement, no business, no nothing to pass down. She had to give us up for adoption,
Working.
right?
Yep.
She had to give us up for
Mm.
adoption. So we caught up in the system for a little bit. Thank God I have beautiful, godly, black, strong grandparents from the South that my grandma said. So
Yeah,
my
that's
grandma came and
grands.
right, my grandma came and snatched us out of the system, which is pretty good. She came and got us, and thank God. But yeah, I was born and raised in South Central Los Angeles. If you guys are familiar with in the 90s when it was kind of rough down there with the Bloods and the Crips and the gangs and all that craziness, hence how my dad got killed in a drive-by. I grew up with a guy like this named Nipsey Hussle, one of my closest friends growing up my whole life. And my grandparents, they made us go to church, they made us get straight A's, and they did a lot of great things for us. And because of that, as you can see here, I played Division I football at San Jose State University in the Silicon Valley. Got my AA degree, my BA degree, my master's degree, all that stuff, which is pretty cool. I played professional football. You guys are in Seattle, so the rival, I think you said, which is the rivals of the San Francisco 49ers. So I played in the NFL for a couple years, which is pretty cool. That was awesome. And then I became a school teacher. I became a special education teacher at my old high school in LA, Palisades, the one that burned down earlier this year in January. You guys heard about the Palisades fires? That was the Los Angeles, that was the high school I went to, right? That was the high school I went to. So another teacher, how did I get here? 11 years ago, another teacher comes up to me after an IEP meeting. She says, "Oh my goodness, I love your mannerisms. You're so good with people, right? You're so good with people, which is pretty awesome." And I said, "Thank you so much." And then she says, "If you were working with my husband and I part time, you can make an extra $5,000 to $7,000 part time, right?" And I says, "What? That's awesome. Sign me up." So I go check out the presentation that I'm showing you guys now. And I said, "Okay, I'm 25, I'm single, I'm broke, I'm frustrated, but I don't know if that opportunity is for me. I'm not a salesperson, I'm not a recruiting person. I don't know finances. I don't know the difference between a 401k and a 403b. I couldn't tell you. But someone said, hey, we have a system. I'm going to train you. I'm going to show you how this works. And literally by your 30th birthday, you'll be a millionaire." I said, "Man, I am 25 from South Central LA. No one's ever made more than 35 grand in my family." He said, "It's an Israeli guy, Jewish guy from Israel." He says, "I'm your CEO. I saw you with people. I need you to stick with me for 5 years. Let me show you how this is done." And to his word, man, I mean, all I knew was school. All I knew was football. That's all I knew. I didn't know anything else. I knew how to stay out of trouble because I went to school, and after that I played sports. Okay. So, but with that, because of that, through our opportunity, we've been able to do so many great things. I've helped so many people part-time from home make some big money. So everyone here have a full-time job. Like this couple right here, they're full-time flight attendants. And part-time in the last 12 months, they made $50,000 with me part-time. This couple is a nurse and operations leader as they make about 400 grand a year. And in the last 12 months, they made $90,000 part-time. This guy's a school teacher making 60 grand a year. In the last 12 months, he's made 75,000 part-time. This couple's in their 70s, 75 years old. They're multimillionaires. They own agriculture in the Bay Area, Salinas. And guess what? They've made $90,000 in they said, "Dewan, we don't need the money. They're doing well, Jonathan. They're multimillionaires." They said, "However, in the retiree phase in our 70s, all of our friends need long-term cares. All of our friends need to roll over their IRAs. I'll come into business with you because no one helps elders and I'll help them." I said, "Let's get started." Right? This lady's been on my team for 2 months and she's made 75,000. This guy does roofing inspections. He's made 75. So my point is, when I recruit people in business, I say, keep your job, come into business with me, get an insurance license. I'm gonna help you make big money. I want you to save every dime you make with me while you live off, because you've been living off your job anyway. So now I have people on my team that have a free 100 grand in their savings that they never had before. A free couple, two, three, four, $600,000 that they didn't have before because they've been in business with me for a few years and they kept their jobs. I said, make money here and just keep it on the side. So I'll talk about the opportunity another time, but I did just because you guys kind of brought it up, I'm gonna tell you, man, I have a great track record helping a lot of people make some big money. Think about it. This couple, their first 6 months, they made 100 grand with me. First 6 months, 100 grand. This young couple, young black couple like us, in their first 7 months, 100 grand part-time. He's a police officer for San Francisco PD, and she's a CPA for the Golden State Warriors. So they make 200 grand a year. They have 3 kids in their 20s. First year with me part-time, they made 100 grand. This lady, single lady, 100 grand. This lady, single mom of 2. So my point, why am I keep describing them? Because I want to show you guys, no matter what age, culture, religion, marital status, my company, our system have a track record, especially being on my team, of helping people make big money. I mean, this lady, she turns 70 next month. She's a retired AT&T executive. She has a lot of money saved. I said, Monica, come into business with me. They're retiring people. And she said, you know what, Dewan, I will. 100 grand, first year with me. Right, this young couple, first 9 months. Young black couple, first 9 months, 100 grand. My brother from Haiti, Johan, 100 grand. So my point is, Pastor Hope, she's the pastor of a mega church in San Jose. We have a lot of people doing great things. And that's, so everyone's there is in between what, 100 and 250. So some of them are 180, some people are at 160, some people are at 250. And then we got some of my heavier hitters here. Everyone here is over 250. First 11 months, Daniela, in business with me. This couple made $500,000. 9 months of that 11 months, she was pregnant. She just had a baby 6 months ago, right? Which is pretty cool. So we have a lot of people making a lot of money, 100 grand, 200 grand, 300 grand, 400 grand, 500 grand. And we've been blessed to help a lot of people as we started our company in the last year. And the company's paid me pretty well as well. My wife and I, we crossed over $1.5 million in income over the last 12 months. And I'm showing you that not in a braggadocious way. We don't make money unless we do well. So clearly, I want to show you that to show you. I'm saying this humbly and respectfully. I'm really good at what I do. And I'm saying that because I've spent a lot of time studying it, right? I really have. Because my goal, I'll tell you straight up, is this right here. And I know my wife isn't black. My goal has always been what? To put $1 trillion in the black community. And my wife said, honey, this George Floyd thing is driving me crazy. You are a leader in our company. You need to get all the black leaders together and you need to do something. I said, dang, white girl, let me tell me what to do, right? My wife's half white and half Mexican. I'm like, dang, let me tell me what to do. But she was right. So I gathered all the troops. I got us together. My brother's from Africa. My brother's from Haiti. Marshall Faulk, NFL Hall of Famer, right? I brought in my NFL guys. I said, I got to bring our folks together, man. We got to become. So, because at that time in the company, there were 0 black $1 million earners in the company. I'm like, how is that possible? We do very well. Now, this literally 5 years later, this couple right here, they just crossed 10 million in income. This guy right here, Levi's, my brother, he just crossed 7 million. This stud, Dr. Quinde, Martin Quinde, by the way, LVN, I'm sorry, RN, doctor, RN, these brothers are from Cameroon, Africa. And Dr. Quinde, Dr. Martin Quinde is a brain surgeon. He was making 400 grand a year. I said, Doc, come to business with me. Now he makes 6 million a year. These guys make more than me now. Ain't that crazy? Emmanuel Tita. So when he says CNA, this guy's a CNA and he's working at Chipotle part-time 5 years ago. Now he's making he made $3 million in the last 12 months. And I could just go on. I mean, my brother Paul's from Nigeria. You know, this couple's from San Diego. They're making 5. I could go on. I got so many just track records of helping people. So when I say I don't want you to take that in a self-righteous way. I'm letting you know that based on the track record of success that we've been in business and the system that we've created. I don't make money just to sit on it. I bought my dream home in Sacramento, California, 12-acre property, right? 10,000 square feet. I grew up poor watching MTV Cribs, and I thought I was gonna make it to the NBA like Allen Iverson, so I always wanted a Bentley. So when I got some money, I bought a Bentley, Garfield, right? My wife, I got her Mercedes G-Wagon, and we have all the other cars as well, which is my everyday cars. But more importantly is this right here, because I'm a man of God first, and then I'm a business leader. I always want to be defined by 2 things, growth and contribution. What are you doing to grow and contribute to the land, to people doing less fortunate? So we've adopted kids from Africa. They're doing so well. We send them birthday gifts and Christmas gifts and medical supplies. I donated $125,000 to my alma mater, San Jose State. As you can see here, literally I sent my school $125,000 as a donation. And guess what? 10 Black and Latino people, minority people, were able to finish. I picked a program of moms who couldn't finish school, and every mom in that program, 10 of them, they got to finish because of the donation we made. So my point is, Garfield, we're talking about when I do business, I'm not doing it for me anymore. I took, by the way, that guy was right. By age 30, I was doing pretty well, which is pretty cool, right? Which is pretty cool. I was classified as a millionaire. So my point is that's my background. I literally legit, the legit rags to riches story. And I do it because my prayer has always been, I don't know if you guys are believers or not, but I definitely am. I'm real deep in the word of God. I always said, continue to use me as a vessel, whatever that means to you. Please let me be a servant. Please let me be a vessel. And my job is to help other people. I always say it. I want to help moms stay home and make money. I mean, don't leave your kids. Don't even send them to school. You homeschool them. Come into business with me. I'm gonna help you make $250,000 from home part-time, just so you know. So my point is, if I can help a lot of other people do it, I can help you guys do it too. But again, I just kind of veered left for a minute because you guys are kind of, Miss Jacqueline went back to work and Garfield's like, all right, what can I do for her? I just kind of want to show you guys the experience. Why Lunice said, okay, I want to go into business with that guy. And again, it's not me, it's our company, it's the system, it's all the other things. So hope you guys kind of appreciate that. But that's kind of what I really want to show you. And by the way, we can talk about that another time. But I want to show you the other side of our business because even Miss Jacqueline was like, is it helping people? Is it? So it's a couple different angles, right? So what I just showed you is what we do. I'm sorry, what I just showed you is who we are. What we do is what I'm showing you now, which is what? Financial services, right? Financial services. So allow me to actually I'm going to share screen. I'm going to fly through the financial stuff so you can have an experience right there. Okay. All right, good. Good to hear. Okay, let's do it. 4 buckets. So when it comes to retirement, when it comes to money, there's a couple different things that you can do. Okay. There's a couple different things that you can do. One of them is what? Simply a bank account. But however, the banks don't pay any interest. The banks don't do any of that type of stuff. They don't, inflation and all that other stuff. There's a stock market, there's 401ks and IRAs and all that other stuff. And I'm gonna go through them now. Okay, so let me get started. So bucket number 1 is the bank. We all know inflation is through the roof. Eggs are like $8, which is the craziest thing I've ever seen. At Costco and Whole Foods, I'm like, wow, eggs used to be nothing, right? So I wouldn't say put all your retirement and savings in the bank. Let me tell you what to put in the bank. 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses. What does that mean, Dewan? If my monthly expenses, my mortgage or rent, whatever you do, my Netflix account, my cell phone bill, whatever your bills are, let's say it's $5,000 a month. I recommend you have $30,000 in the bank. Why? Because that's 6 months of monthly expenses. Does that make sense? Is that easy math? That makes sense, right? 6 months of monthly expenses in a bank. I call it an emergency fund because it sounds like what it sounds like, right? It's an emergency. So that's bucket number 1. Bucket number 2 is what I call the stock market. I love the stock market. I really do. I'm a big fan of it, but I'm also 36, not 66. At 66, I probably wouldn't like the market because I want to retire and it just tanked last week. I don't know if you guys saw that. You guys remember 2008? People 401ks turned into their 201ks. Overnight, it turned into half. So it's a risk in that. It's capital. You got to pay taxes on all the money you earn in the market. And it's also not liquid. It takes a while. They got to sell your stock just to cash it out to give you the money. So it's not liquid, but it's a cool place for retirement, right? Bucket number 3 is what I call what you may have, 401ks, IRAs, etc. You're locking your money in money jail. You can't touch it till you're 59 and a half. There's federal taxes, obviously. There's state taxes. And if you do take it out anytime before then, there's a 10% penalty, which is pretty crazy. It's like, it's my money. Why are you penalizing me for taking my money? It's the silliest thing. And then it's also a contribution limit. So you can't really put a whole ton of money in there per year. So let me explain what I mean by that. There's options for your money when it comes to growth. Number 1 is what I talked about earlier, which is what? The bank, okay? The bank is that. I call it dead money. It's not growing at all, okay? If it was a heart monitor and you go flatline, what happens? You're dead. So it's fixed. However, if the stock market drops and you got it in a fixed account, you don't lose anything. But people are like, man, I want to grow my money. So it's good when it's up, people love it, but when the stock market tank, they lose money in their 401k and all that stuff, and then it goes up, then they lose. So what the industry did, they created a hybrid model. It says when the market's up, you guys want the gains, but when it's down, you don't want to lose anything. So they created what's called they combined the variable and the fixed strategies of an account, and they created what's called the index strategy. So what I usually do, I look at people's accounts, I see what they have. They always have variable, they always have fixed. I said, where's your index strategy? You gotta have all 3. And so I never heard of it. Oh, I'm glad I'm here, right? I'm glad I'm here because I call this the stairway to money heaven. Meaning when the market goes down, your money's locked. You don't earn anything, but you don't lose anything. You gotta make it all the way back. So it just flatlines. But when the market is up, your money goes up. But then when the market goes down, it locks in your gains, you flatline, you don't lose a dime. And then when the market goes back up, your money goes back up. You guys like that? So Mr. Garfield, based and Miss Jacqueline, based and Danielle, everybody, based on this, just looking at it, what would you say is the best option for your money that makes sense for you guys? Fixed, variable, or index? By the way, we do everything. I don't care what
Index.
you pick. What's that?
Index.
Yeah, I was saying the index because at least if it goes up or down, you're locked in at whatever your highest point is, and it grows from there to move to the next level.
Yep, I agree. I agree. I agree. Okay, good to hear. Because I'm gonna talk about that on this next one actually. Index. So remember, it's four bucket. Here's the fourth bucket. Index is great because here's why. You got an old TSP, well not anymore. You cash it out. You got a 401k, 403b, 457, all these TSP, all these different stuff. Well, you cash out the pension, but you still have the TSP. Let me tell you what I do. I said, your money in these accounts, they earn money and they lose money. Okay, they earn money and they lose money. What I do, I put a grip on your money. I tell your money literally, get a grip, right? What's a grip? I give you guarantees, like you can see here, which means you don't lose a dime. You get a good rate of return, right? Because you never lose any money. You got index growth, pension-like income, meaning you could take, once you roll over your money here, it pays you through the rest of your life, which is pretty cool. And we have potential bonuses like 20 to 30% right now. So bucket number 4, this side, FIA, fixed indexed annuity. This is what I do, you guys, for old money. So if you come to me, hey, Mr. Cofield, I got $1 million, I got $500,000, I got 80 grand in this old IRA. I'm tired of it losing. What can you do with it? I just roll it over. That's old money. And then new money, you say, hey, Mr. Cofield, I never started, but I'm ready to save $400 or $500 a month, $10,000 a month, $2 a month, whatever it is. I open up the same type of strategy for new money. It's called an IUL, except it gives you protection because it comes with life insurance, emergency fund. You won't be taxed 10% penalty to taking it out. You can and then when you do retire, guess what? There's no taxes. It's tax free. What? I've always heard everything in my life. Ain't nothing certain but what? Death and taxes. I said, well, you ain't heard it from me, right? There's a way around it. It's called the Internal Revenue Code. Can you guys believe it? The IRS actually tells us how to not pay taxes. All you gotta do is build your retirement account and a life insurance policy. Ta-da! And they're like, what? College savings. So my son is 7 years old. I opened up this account for him when he was 2 weeks old, and today he has $157,000 in there, and he's 7, right? He's 7 years old because it comes with the savings portion as well. So you guys see, so for old money, what do I do again? I just roll it over into a new account. I put the index strategy on there, Mr. Garfield, so you never lose another dime on your TSP. That's easy. I do that in no time. New money, it's a different process. You got to qualify for it. Not everyone does. I got to go through some stuff, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this is just kind of more info on it. Market protection, tax-free growth, tax-free pass it, contribution, blah, blah, blah. Just kind of some bullet points. No big deal. But I want to simplify it for you. Just basically looking on this, what would you guys say is best for your retirement? The old way, where you pay all these taxes when you do take the money out, and don't have any guarantees because of the non-index growth, is taxable income. That's the old way. Or do you guys prefer the new way retirement that what comes with guarantees, because we put the index strategy on there, and when you do retire, it's tax-free? Just looking on this, which one makes more sense for all of you guys? The old way of retirement or the new way of retirement?
New way.
New way. Jacqueline? Daniela?
New.
Okay, good. Okay. Daniela, you too?
Yeah, the new.
Absolutely. So why does everybody have a 401k, an IRA, a 403b? Mr. Cofield, if it was so good, why I never heard about it? Well, I say, when was the last time you sat with a financial professional? They say I haven't. I say, well, that's why. You go to the HR people at your job, they stick you in the 401k. They don't have a license. They just do what the job gave them. Well, why would the job give them that? Because your job matches you. Don't they match you when you put in a 401k? You guys heard of a match before? So
Yes.
now, they now what? They get deduction. That them matching you is a tax write-off for them. That's why they offer you a 401k. It's not for you to retire. They couldn't care less. They just need more write-offs. And there's a reason you can't touch it till you're 59 and a half. Your company still owns your 401k. What does that do? The more money that's in there, it adds to the value of their
Their
account.
value.
Bingo.
Their value, yeah.
See, look, you know it, Mr. Garfield. You know it. You know it. So in summary, here's how it works. When it comes to tax-exempt benefits, I'm not even gonna go through all of them. The IUL checks all boxes, right? That's why I love it.
Yeah.
Tax potential growth, no loss. You kind of get spotty. Look with the FIA, the old money, right? This checks a lot of the boxes too. But in the bank, in your, let's just say new money.
Yeah.
But in the
I know the bank is
bank,
a waste.
Yeah, there's no tax exemptions, right? There's no tax benefits here, right? You could get some growth here, which is great, but access and protection, no, you don't get life insurance with it. Legacy for your family, avoid probate. No. If you have one of these accounts and you pass away, your family don't get that overnight. It goes straight to probate. But in
Hmm.
insurance accounts, it avoids probate. Insurance is the barbed wire of financial services. Roth IRA, probate. TSP, etc., probate. All this stuff is probate. And when you put in insurance, guess what? There's no probate. So I'm not going to do the second part because I told you guys I don't want to go past 7. I want to respect your time, but I'll
Yeah,
glimpse it so when we meet again, you'll know what I'm talking about. Here's how
absolutely.
I help people. I got some boxes checked here for some reason, but that's okay too. Oh, okay, maybe I just clicked it. So what I do, I go over with everyone. What can I do for you? I mean, obviously, I literally just gave you world-class financial education, but I help people. What let's say some stuff here. If you have an old TSP, Mr. Garfield, I could roll that over for you and give you a potential free signing bonus. Like for example, I have a client. We have a 20% signing bonus right now. She says, Dewan, I got $1 million in my old whatever. I rolled it over. She started off with 1.2 million. Why? Because I gave her a 20% bonus because last month was Life Insurance Awareness Month. So they were doing specials and she got a free bonus. So I could potentially get you guys a bonus on some old money if you got old accounts. I could help you set up the new way of retirement, tax free. Not everyone qualifies, so that's a qualification process. Number 18 is my favorite. I can show you how to come to business with me and make an extra 6 or 7 figures part time, etc., etc., etc. How do I assess what
Hmm.
you need? By the way, I don't charge you a dime. Only thing I charge is referrals. Don't give me any referrals today. Let me do a good job first, right? Um,
Yep.
I say, hey, let me do a good job. Think about some people down the road, a couple weeks later, right? No big deal. But what I usually do, oh, I just had this. No wonder. I'm gonna go over this with what I just did with a friend. It was literally a friend of mine about 2 hours before this one. I was like, why is this still pulled up? Now I remember. They want to retire, right? In about 12 years. They want to have $2 million. They want to have 20 grand a month. They want to travel the world with their kids and their grandparents or parents. And I asked them if I could put a plan together, right, to accomplish all these goals and dreams, would you take advantage of it? They said, heck yeah. So I put a plan together for them. So how do I customize your plan um, to the Williams family? Here we go. Oh, here, right here. I say, okay, what do you actually? I'll take some rough numbers right here, and then we'll be done. Do obviously you guys want to leave? You don't want to leave debt to your family, right? So here's what I do. Let me customize this for you. Give or take a number. By the way, they could be rough draft numbers. They don't have to be matter of fact. Do you guys have any debt? Not mortgage, but other debt, credit card debt, student loan debt, anything like that?
Yes, I do.
You do. What about you, Miss Jacqueline?
Nope.
Okay, good. Give or take a number. What do you think you have in debt, Mr. Garfield?
70,000.
70?
Yep.
Okay, 70,000. And what are you guys bringing in income? Like I said, give or take a number per month or per year. I'm sorry.
I'd have to go with, let's say, about 90,000.
90. Is that combined or just you?
No, that's just me.
And what about you, Miss Jacqueline?
I maybe make about 25 to 30,000
Okay.
a year, depending if I work overtime or not.
Okay, got it. So combined
Right.
is about 120 combined.
Say that.
Okay. So what I do, I go by 10 years, but sometimes most of the time I go by 20. I say, okay, I'm bringing in 120 grand a year. I died today. Like my dad did 30 years ago. My family still needs cereal. They still need doctor visits. They still need my money. So what I do when I sit with families, I say, okay, I'm going to take your annual income by 10, but if they're young, I do 20. Like if they're in my age 30s, I do 20. I can't bring you back. That's up to the Lord. But I don't also want your family to have a financial burden like my family had and had to put up your kids for adoption. So just looking at this easy math, I know you guys need about 1.2 million of insurance coverage. God forbid something happened to you and it takes care of everything you left behind. Okay, so that's just kind of how I do just rough math. So when it comes to mortgage though, do you guys have a mortgage remaining? Or do you have a mortgage?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
What do you have remaining? Give
Yeah.
or take.
I'll say about 290.
Okay, not bad. That's awesome. 290. Or is it Miss Jacqueline?
290,000.
Okay, gotcha.
Left?
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
Okay.
Yeah.
It could be a little bit less, but I think the last time they always send us those little papers and I glanced at it, it was about that I saw.
Okay. Okay, cool. So looking at this, I'm around, I'm gonna just say, so that's another 300. You guys need about 1.5 million, which is awesome. Good number. What does that have to do with your retirement? So what I do, I find a sizable policy for you. For one, that covers all your expenses because I know you don't, I mean, do you have 1.2 million sitting around to where you could just send it to your family if something happened, or would you
If I
like
live to be a, if I live to be 100.
you know what I mean? So, Mr. Garfield, I always ask people, do you want to write that check or do you want my company to write that check for you? Which one do you guys prefer?
Let your company do the writing.
Let my company write it for you, okay? I got you. By the way, that's why I got a bunch. I don't even want to, I got the policy. I'm with you. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna have them write the check, right? And whether I got the money or not. All right, so that's cool. Good to hear. Good to hear. So here's what I do. I go, okay, what are you contributing to your retirement now? What are you contributing to your insurance now? I'm not going to ask you to do a whole new premium. What I usually do is just redirect what you're already doing into something better, which is what I have to offer you. So let's say you guys already do have life insurance. I'm going to do what's called 1035 exchange. So you already have a cash value policy with that company. I'm just going to roll over your current policy into a new one that comes with more death benefit that works for everybody. Does that kind of make sense?
Makes sense.
However, 30%, 30 to 40% of people that actually apply, they get declined. It's not up to me or them to decide today if they're going to get it. Put your checkbooks away. I'm not taking money or nothing like that today or nothing like that. Let me tell you my job. I get your personal information. I send it to the insurance carrier. They come to your house and do a medical exam and they send it back to the carrier. And then the carrier, based on grade A, B, C, D, or F, like school, right? Based on your health, they give you an A minus, a B, B minus. They do all that stuff. And even if you get lower than a C minus, I got a ways to kind of get you approved. But 30% to 40% of people do get declined. It's not up to me or you. Only thing I'm gonna do is find out if you guys qualify. That's the only thing I can do. So with that being said, when we meet next time, I'll get all that information. But just so I can run numbers, I'm gonna get everyone's birthday, I'm gonna get everyone's budget, and we're done with this Zoom. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. So collectively, if you guys, like it says at the bottom, how much could you comfortably afford to put aside of your retirement every month? My elite clients, they're as a family, they're doing upwards of $2,500 a month, right? Plus, my average clients, everyday American people, like most of us, combined as a family, they're doing between 1,000 and 2,000. So like, for example, a mom can do 500 for her policy, a dad will do 500 for his retirement, and then they'll do 250 for their kid who's 8 years old. You know what I mean? So what's that? That's 1,250. So that's kind of average. And then my clients that are on a budget, no problem. This economy is nuts. I don't blame you if you are on a budget. They're doing for the whole family, like it's 3 of you, they're doing between 500 and 1,000 a month collectively, not one policy, but like 300, like 400 for yours or 200 for yours or 100, whatever it works out. So based on this, where do you guys kind of see yourselves now? Kind of average, kind of elite, on a budget? Where you guys kind of are?
I know I'm on a budget. I can speak for myself real quickly.
What are you contributing to your policy now every month?
My 130.
No, 150 for me and 350.
Oh, 300. Sorry.
330 for him, and then Daniela does hers for 100.
Mr. Garfield, I let my wife do all the math too, brother. So don't.
Yeah, there you go. She got it. She keep me in line.
It's all good. So 130, or I'm sorry, 330 for Mr. Garfield. Miss Jacqueline, say that one more time.
150 for me and 100 for Daniela.
So collectively as a family,
580.
Let's see, 250, yeah, about 580. So about almost $600 a month. Okay, cool. And by the way, I could help you with some of that old money, like that or like your
the IRA.
IRA. We could roll that over to front load the policy, which is pretty cool too. Oh, give or take, what do you think you have there? I know the market goes up and down every day. You don't have to give me the exact number, but what do you think you have?
12K.
12K?
Yeah.
And that's a Roth with Primerica, right?
Yeah.
All right. And Mr. Garfield or Miss Jacqueline, what's everyone's birthday and date?
11/24. You want the year too?
Yeah, that's the most important part.
63.
Who's that for?
And then me.
Okay.
And then 7/22/59 Garfield. And then 3/26/95 with Daniela.
Wow. We got a lot in common. So Daniela's 3/26. 5 days later is my birthday, April 1st. And then Mr. Garfield is 7/22. 6 days later is my son's birthday, July 28th. And then we have Miss Jacqueline, 11/24. My sister is 11/6. My daughter is due 11/6. she could come 2 weeks after or 2 weeks before. I don't know. But we got a lot gelling right here. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is good. All right. Well, I took a little bit more time. Again, I'm sorry about all the confusion. I'm sorry I interrupted dinner, but I hope you guys are impressed with me today. I'm looking forward to getting to know you guys. What I'm going to do with Lunice and my team over the weekend, we're going to run some numbers, kind of customize based on what it looks like to you. We'll give you guys some options to present to you guys. And I'm looking down at my schedule now. I got Monday and Tuesday open. I can do morning, night, evening. So what are you guys on the top of your head thinking? Monday or Tuesday better for you? Actually, I have Wednesday as well. Monday, I'm free.
Which day you have open?
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week.
I can go with Monday. I don't know how Daniela's scheduled.
And if I got to meet with Daniela separate, that's fine too. I don't mind. But it's totally up to you guys. Daniela, you look so familiar too. I don't know why, but what were you about to say?
I said Monday is fine.
Monday as well.
Yeah, Monday is fine with me too. Cause Tuesday, I'm
But yeah,
not
you
gonna
don't
be
work.
available Tuesday. Yeah, but I got a concert Tuesday.
That retire life, baby.
Tuesday.
How's the same time? 6 p.m. But I'll be sharp, or 5 or 4 or 7. Totally up to you. I'm free.
No, 4. I'm still at work.
Okay. 6 o'clock is still good. 6:30, 7.
Daniela, 6 o'clock
is fine.
Okay, cool. I'll put it right here. I'll make sure my staff's in the same calendar invite. Boom, boom, boom. Meet with the Williams family. On behalf of Lunice, I'm just taking a little note right here. All right. Well, first and foremost, this was supposed to be just a training for Lunice, but I'm happy you guys have interest because we knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Your family get protected and get upgraded coverage. If you qualify, again, I can't guarantee you nothing. All I'm gonna do is find out if you qualify. That takes like a week.
Yeah.
It could take 60 days, honestly, based on health. Holiday season's around the corner. So we're gonna run numbers and we will return. And then we're definitely looking forward to seeing you guys on Monday night. It's gonna be awesome. And we'll go from there.
Sounds good to me.
Does all this make sense to you guys today? Tell me 2 or 3
Absolutely.
things that stood out. Like, okay, I like that. I always tell my son, whatever goes to you, whatever goes through you sticks to you. So we do homeschool, so I make him recite stuff. So I'm not making him do anything. But tell me what kind of went through you guys. What stood out to you?
For me, it's the retirement plan that can grow. That stick to me.
Good to hear.
Making money within a year.
That's wrong. Daniela's like, how do I get started?
Yeah.
Okay, good to hear. And what about you, Miss Jacqueline?
the part I really like is be able to make money to be able to bless others. That's what I want to do.
Me too.
I want to be able to make enough to be able to bless others.
Okay. I don't know if Daniela watched our video. Daniela, maybe if you have, it's fine. I will tell you guys, now that you met me and you kind of saw the overview and all that, watch it again. And I really want you guys to think, okay, I'll get my insurance license like this man said. I'll run his system. And what if we really can make a potential 6 figures? I want you guys to really meditate on that this weekend. Watch it again. When we meet on Monday, if you guys are like, hey, Dewan, we looked into it. I want to make money. Let's get started. Then I'll see if you guys qualify to come into business with us. We'll go from there. You got to pass a background check and all this other stuff, but we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
So how long is, like, if you did want to work for you or with you, how long is the whole like process to get trained and started and all that good stuff?
30 days. I mean, I start you Monday. Let's say, I'm giving an example. Let's say, right? I'm looking at my calendar. So if today's the 23rd, you would have made your first $1,000 by November 23rd. But we bring you in, we get you licensed in 7 to 10 days in your state. And then from there, we do your onboarding process, which means you got to do when you get licensed, you do your fingerprint. I got to do your reference check. And then from there, we're out in the field on a bunch of appointments, like as soon as you license. So it don't take long at all. I have a lady, her second month in business with me, she made $73,000, right? So she got me on a lot of appointments real fast, like with people that had old rollover money. So Danielle, you can make money fast. It don't take long. I was showing you people 6 months, 7 months, 100 grand. I hope you in no time.
But this is all based off of like almost as a networking thing.
Kinda. We do have inbound business. We have leads as well. So it's kind of different avenues you could take it. It's definitely warm market in a sense. That's my favorite. Like, I don't know you guys, right? I just met you tonight. How? Because I knew this lady named Chili Timothy. She has a cousin sister named Lunice. Lunice says, hey, I know some couples I need to sit with. Let me go revisit some of my old clients. And that's you guys. So you see how it's like warm market based? We just get around to everybody. So that's just one way. Another way is just cold calling, which I've never done. Another way is leads, becoming a certified field trainer in my team, and we just give you all the leads. So there's a couple different avenues, and I'll go over with you in onboarding if you decide to say, hey, I want to come on board your company. Yeah. Bunch of different avenues. It's pretty cool.
And there's like a starting fee, I'm assuming.
It's not a fee like from me, like your state. I don't know what Washington's licensing fee is. You know what I mean?
Mm.
We have a licensing course that you got to pay for, but I built it all into the I guess what you call the startup fee. It's 199 to get started. It covers your licensing course, which is $200 alone, right? So that's built in that plan. We got that discounted. They're gonna do an FBI background check. Like I said, you can't have felonies, you can't have misdemeanors, you can't have any of that stuff. We're gonna add you to our payroll. You're not W-2, you're 1099, which means everything in your house is now deductible. Your Wi-Fi, your cell phone, everything you have is deductible, which is great. That's why I love being 1099. So yeah, to answer you, it's 199. That covers all those different things. Yep.
So I heard
Affordable.
you say something about like being in the field. Is it in-person work or is it more online?
This is in the field. Yep.
Oh, okay.
We literally used to drive to people's house and fly, but then COVID came in and saved the day. I'm sensitive to all the lives and jobs that were lost, but in our career, it saved the day because they said, "Hey, get on Zoom." I'm like, "What the heck is Zoom?" I know Google Meet, and now we only do Zoom. I'm literally at home. When I'm done with you guys, I'm putting on my pajamas and I'm gonna go rub my wife's tummy until my baby come. You know what I mean? I'm at home. So literally, can
Yep.
you imagine making 100 grand part-time from home? Like it's such a great thing. It's just total freedom. I love it.
Hope it was good, but it was bad. Technology-wise, it was great.
Yeah.
Technology-wise.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That's why I wonder why they want people to go back to work in a building when you've been doing it for a year at home
Because they pay all
and
that.
at work.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why they pay all that office rent.
Yep. I said give up the office. I said give up the office.
Give up office. Go virtual, man.
That's why we got Uber Eats.
Hello. See,
Everything comes to you.
everything's coming to you. Well, God bless you guys. I'm gonna get to my next one for sure. I look forward to meet with you Monday. Have a great weekend. Think about a bunch of stuff. Really dive deep. I'll text you. By the way, my number's in that thread. Obviously, give Daniela my number. Feel free to text me. I want to send you guys some of my YouTube stuff if you need it, just for more clarity. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to some amazing people coming in business with us and potentially get some protection through our companies. And we'll go from there.
Fantastic.
All
Thank you,
right.
Lunice.
You are welcome. Thank you so much, everyone.
All right, you guys. God bless. Have a great evening.
You too.
Same to you.
Mhm.